Hi everybody. At the end of the last lecture, I asked you to use the CYK algorithm in order to check whether the string A was generated by the grammar with these productions. Okay, so as I promised, I'm going to solve this exercise for you so you can check your results. Okay, so remember that the first row is very easy to fill because we only need to check which variables generate each of the different terminals, and A is generated with A and C, and B is generated with B. Okay, now in order to fill this cell, we need to consider this cell here and this cell here. So the possibilities are A that together with B, or A together, or C together with B. And A together with B is generated by both S and C, and C with B is not generated. Okay, so what we get is in total SC. I'm going to write that in the cell S and C. For this cell here, we need to consider B and B, but B and B is not generated by the grammar with any production in the grammar. So here we have the empty set. Now for this variable, for this cell here, we consider B and AC, these two cells. So the possibilities are BA and BC. And BA is generated by A, while BC is not generated by any variable here. Oh yeah, by S. So we got A and S. That's what we need to write here, A and S. Now for this variable, for this cell, we consider this cell together with this cell, but the second cell is empty, so we know that we are not going to get any variable. So the other possibility is SC with B, and the options are either SB or SC, and none of them are generated with productions in the grammar. So here we get the empty set. For this cell here, we consider this cell with this cell, and the options are BA, BS, and BA is generated just by A, BS is not generated. So here we are going to have A. And finally, for the last cell, the one that we are interested in, we need to consider this cell here with this cell, the first on the column together with the closest one on the diagonal, and the options are AA, CA. None of them are generated by productions in the grammar, so we will check the second possibility, which is one cell down in the column and one cell away in the diagonal. Now the possibilities are SA, SS, CA, CS, and you can see that none of them is a production in the grammar. So again, we go empty-handed. And finally, we consider a movement of one cell down in the column, a movement of one cell away in the diagonal, and one of the cells is empty, so we also don't include any variable at this step. So here we get empty. It means that there is no variable in this grammar which is able to produce ABBA, and in particular the word does not belong to the language. So ABBA is not in the language generated by the grammar. Okay? So I hope you got this result also, and if you have any question, please use the discussion forum, and I will answer your doubts as soon as possible. Thank you very much.